Hi and welcome down the shed. In this video we're going to build this Hourglass LED. I've already tested these two and popped them in. But yeah, you've got your flat side, your LED, so that's your negative or your cathode. So long leg positive, so short leg into the flat side. Yours should have a flat on the LEDs. Oh, these are nice to pop in. I might have to get some more light on this subject. I'm going to save the middle one because I think I'll put a white one into there. So I've got a little 2032 handy, so we can just pop this on each one and just test them. So making sure your short leg goes on the flat side. I've got my magnifying glass on this for a change, so I can't. And I do test every one because I've made a couple of these in the past and they don't always all light up. So I test every bulb as I go. So what we'll do is I'll pop a bunch of these in and then I'll glue tack them down, solder them in, and then cut to the next row, etc, etc, and you just have a quick literal video snapshot of all this part being built. The LED placement and soldering is literally the 90% of making this kit. I mean, you've got one chip, a switch, a programming block there, and another switch over here, so you've got your on off and then your speed change. I mean, there's nothing to it. The chip is everything, but the time is these LEDs. I didn't test them last two, I'll do that off the rack. So we'll pop this back in. I think I've got this PCB order of Amazon. It's a good one actually, I do like it. If you don't over tighten these, you can just swing the board round. But yeah, it's cracking there. I've got more into all these helping hands at the moment, but for a board like this, let's zoom out a bit on it. This is just awesome. So you've got a whole length you can swivel open for. Your jaws of 3 grooves here, so you can have them with the board in that way, and then you can have top, middle, bottom basically. Or you've got two, one in each side lengthwise, so you can hold the board like this. But yeah, it's a cracking gadget. I've done many a kit with this. Okay, I've got the fire on in the background. That's the next row. Glue tack down, ready for soldering. So that's what we have so far. Let's get some more on. So that's the next 2 rows in place. You might also notice that we've actually got a round and square hole for the LEDs. There's no written rule, there's no hard and fast law that says, but normally if you haven't got any markings on the board but you've got a square and round peg, pole, whatever, hole, that's usually the positive terminal, which in this case, as you'll see, the flat side's the round hole, the circular side's the square hole, so plus, minus, or the positive anode and the negative cathode are actually correct. So yeah, if you've got a square on the board, then that's pretty much a positive terminal. So got the blue tack on that side, so that's the next 2 rows pretty much done, but they still need soldering. Well, I've got a load of spare LEDs in a dish here from a project I muffed up ages ago, so I've got some quite decent little 3mm static whites. So instead of having blue all the way through, that middle LED is going to be white. Yeah, I think I'll just bung both rows in and solder them down, and then we'll just crack on with the rest of the board. So that's pretty much what we've got so far. Oh, let's put it that way. There you go. So that's all of our LEDs plugged in. Let's finish the rest off. That's our board so far. I put 2 different types of red LEDs in there. I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. I had 2 styles, so we used 2 styles just to get rid of a few of them. So I've got a few clear blue LEDs extra into my collection now. So it's just a bit of fun, really. We have an IC socket and an IC. Naff, to say the least. So that's how it came in the post. So we would have a bit of tidying. Sod it, we'll tidy it up for the fun of it. Just to show you, we can do this. So the way I do it is I just get some tweezers and try and bring all these into some sort of pleasant alignment. Straighten them up a bit. Same with the other side. So just, that one's a bit loose. Push it across a little bit. So we'll just get them all in the tweezers there and just squeeze, and that's not a bad job now. So they're a lot better than they were. So remember again, notch in the chip. Oop. Notch in the chip here. Matches with the gold post on the circuit board. There we go. So you can see the little gold post there. So we just got to convince this little fella that it wants to go in. Right, because of the way they're bent up, some of them just want a little bit of encouragement with a pair of tweezers, and that seems to be in there as good as it's going to get, really. We're all through the holes anyway, so the chip is on board. Well, the chip socket anyway. So we just anchor it down in it, and put this back in how we had it. Grab the IC. Why does that telly keep annoying me? So we've got the IC here. That's going to want bending in. Best way is to get it on a flat surface and then just rock all the legs together. Makes it so much easier. Right, so that's the chip socket on board. There's a bit of swarf in there. That'll catch us one day. It bloody hurts. Get blue tack in there. There we go. Blue tack away. So that's the board almost done. We've got a couple of switches, one momentary, one open and closed. So this one will go on like so. Can you see there? There we go. So this switch just goes on. Peg it in. The 2 out ones are just literally for anchoring it down. So don't want to spend too long on the pins with solder because you can melt the switches, but get as much in on this one as you can. There we go. Same with this one really, just get loads in there. That's it, and that anchors that one on. And then just there we go. Tidy that up a bit. There we go. So that's the switch on. Now we've got this one I'm not going to bother with. Where are we? Oh, let's zoom out. Right, this I'm not going to bother with. This is just the, I've got loads of these in my box, just the headers for programming, and I have got one of these things for doing that, but I don't know how to get it to work on the computer, even if I plug it into the USB, so that still needs something sorting out. We do have a power port here, little barrel jack one. but I don't think we'll bother with that because I'm just going to solder straight onto the USB, which I believe should be, figuring out which is the plus. So the plus goes to the middle, which will be the back pin. So the plus goes to the switch. That leaves a little, I've got a whole bunch of these somewhere in the house, I must find them. So we've got this little momentary switch which needs to go on. These are a pain, sometimes they go in really easy. There we go, it's in now. And nicely done. Get rid of that little bit of sellotape. So we're not going to put the headers in. We've got our switch on, we've got our other switch on. All we really want now is the power, and we're off. We'll put the so what I'm going to do is just lay this on here and just gently roll it over a bit and get all those, these ones can come out a bit actually. That's what we're doing a bit as well. But yeah, these ones are way out. So we'll just rock the chip over. They're all kind of on the same page, and these are all over the place, so we'll pull these out. We'll just get them on the same page. So you just want to rock the chip over. So again, remember the notch on the chip goes with the notch on the circuit and the goalpost. Okay, so she slides. And for those of you that want to know, that is an STC 15W201S, or underneath that is 351 dip 16. So let's get this power done. Right, after much fun soldering the tin in the ends on these, we did manage to solder them together temporarily. So I really should tin the board actually. I just happen to have a cable to hand. Got several up there ready to go. Right, we'll tin that up. Give these cables a good chance to adhere. Right, so what is the positive on this side? And that'll do. And the negative on this side. That'll do. Right, so now what we need is a power source. That'll do. And there she goes. Let's turn the lights off. So we can already see there's an LED not working. Looks like a whole bunch of them not working. And the power bank should close down. So these are all a bit crap. The blues are all pretty much okay. Speed it up. So these reds here are lighting up, but they're pretty dim, as you can see. We've got a power bank, a couple on this. That one did light up and then went out. So we've got 3 on the bottom and 3 on here that aren't working. They're all working otherwise. So which 3 was it? Looks like 4 there. No, definitely this one. Okay. Okay, so all in all, wow, yeah, it kind of worked. A few of these didn't, but that could be the LEDs. I know I tested them before they went in, but what we'll do is, I've got a few more of these knocking around. I was going to bundle starter kits and sell them out of kits that I bought and then made, and then sell them on eBay as a bundle with my videos to follow as a guidance. But yeah, I'll make another one of these and we'll go all the way with their stuff and completely kit and caboodle and see what happens. I think this was AliExpress. I bought a bunch of these off AliExpress, so this is nothing Icstation, even though they do sell similar kits. This is not one of theirs, so just putting that straight. Although you can still get shed-ICS 15% discount at icstation.com. Use one of the links in the description of one of my Icstation videos. I get a little bit of commission, you get discount. Win-win. So thanks for watching. Like the video. Keep your eye out for part 2 of this one for sure, because or build number 2, because I will build another one. So subscribe to the channel, tinkle the little bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Right, welcome back. So I've knocked another one together. I have gone with the central white again. Otherwise I've just used the mixture of randomly picked up LEDs out of this kit and the last kit. So all of these are as supplied blue clear 3mm LEDs. Excuse me. I'm going to skip using the socket holder and go straight with putting the chip on board. I'll put all the bits in as should be on this one. Again, we've got quite a dodgy chip there with the legs all bent through the post. So here we go, she's in. There we go, so that's the chip on board, directly on board. Notch and the goalposts are both in alignment. So we'll bung this little socket on. It goes on here. I had a lead for this somewhere earlier, now I can't find it. I think I found it in the house. That's going to want a dabble of blue tack. And a bunch of solder. So that's the power connection on. Toggle switch. So this is probably off camera. Okay, we've got to bridge that. And we haven't any more. Oh, we up again. Disaster averted. So that's our switch on. Now we want that little micro switch, which I hate putting on. There we go, it's on. Haha! It's on! It's on like Donkey Kong. So that's our switch on. So we're almost pretty much there. So we'll put the programming header on. See, that's where it goes upside down. And you can't see, or you can just. So that's the headers on. So that's pretty much, once again, everything on the board this time. I mean, we don't need that. I am not going to be using that on this occasion again, and I'm going to go straight off the USBs again. I might try plugging my thing in on the new computer and see what happens with those, but Other than that, let's get the USB power soldered on. Let's get this power cable soldered on. So positives to my left, your right, I think. There we go. So that's USB power in place. So let's test this one out. So the only difference on this one from the kit specs is I've changed that middle LED for a white. I think we've actually got success on this one. Right, so this is the first successful one. It's actually all working. Let me pause there. So here we go. It's on its fastest pretty much. As you can see, all the LEDs are working. So let's slow it back down. There we are, that wasn't quite the fastest, but now it's really going for it. There we go, so it's now on its slowest. So that's the Hourglass kits that are knocking around on various websites. I will try and find a product description for the most similar kit on the Icstation and put links to it in the description. Those links are affiliated. I'm not going to put the logo on the video because it wasn't actually their kit supplied. But like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave any comments that you want, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which probably is an Elenco 50-in-1 Project 2 on Down the Shed.
Hello, darling.